It's time for the Steve and Kyle podcast with Kyle.
What's that where you put your foot?
Oh, it's a peg.
For
it's foot pegs.
So it's all meant to be super jagged so your foot doesn't fall off it. That's on the dirt bike. For me, that's like a big, and it's got a number placard on the front, so it's pretty distinctly dirt bike.
Yeah.
So I want to come to you today.
Yeah.
Because you'd mentioned before that in your youth you were kind of this scumbag level. No offense.
No.
And Steve.
But I don't know if you ever danced with dirt bikes.
No.
You never did.
I always wanted to.
Really?
But I never did.
I thought
never
for
danced
sure
with a dirt bike.
I thought for sure you would be able to be the voice of reason, one way or the other.
Again, because I was a scumbag.
Who said that?
Now, here they are, two guys who are living in style, Steve and Kyle.
Steve, there's a dirt bike at my house.
There's a dirt bike at your house?
It's in the house.
You did it?
It's on premises.
Oh, wait. Oh, I have so many questions.
The 7-year-old isn't aware yet, but
Okay.
it is still TBD on when said dirt bike will be.
Yeah, because his birthday's not till October.
Yeah, so do I have to deal with 2.5 more months of bitching about having a dirt bike, or
Man, I got questions.
rip the Band-Aid off?
Can I just start with my most important question, the one that's been burning a hole in my brain for the last week, and I'm sure you know exactly which question it is.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go with the Dorkmobile?
I was sufficiently shamed
Okay,
after this podcast a week ago,
good.
and decided to not go with the quote-unquote Dorkmobile, which, by the way,
Good.
let me do a very quick recap of that poll. We haven't recapped our polls in months.
Months, yeah.
On Twitter, the current clubhouse leader, Dorkmobile,
Really?
with 45.5. See, I think I agree with your overall sentiment regarding the Razor Rambler, and I'm gonna continue calling it the Razor Rambler.
No. It's the Dorkmobile. So you agree with my premise that only a dork would ride it?
I feel like we are entering a phase in the world where those type of bikes and that look, the cruiser, the nose. I'm used to a mountain bike. I'm assuming that was the age and the era outside of BMX bike. That's where we grew up.
Yeah.
Is the full size tires and shifting gears,
Suspension.
and now there is this weird nostalgia with the beach things that don't have any gears. It's just one speed. It's a casual stroller, right?
It looks like the Dorkmobile looks like it should have a banana seat on it.
Right.
Like the old Schwinn bikes.
On Facebook, the clubhouse leader was the Highboy DK1 with 68% of the vote. So, no consensus to be had.
Okay.
But again, as I said, I am pretty susceptible to public shaming, and it worked 1 week ago. So,
Nice.
when my dear brother sent me a link this week.
Yeah. Well, what do we got? Are you going to send me something?
Well, I can, but it's already gone because it's in our house.
Well, I mean, I need to see it. I need to see it.
No, I get it.
So the one that you selected, again, this is for your almost 8-year-old son.
Yeah.
He'll be 8 in October. Mm-hmm. Been dying for a dirt bike. Or
Yeah.
for an e-bike.
Been begging like kids will do when they get hyper focused, because kids have the capability to do that. While we're all adults and usually have many things going on, jobs, whatever other concerns, kids don't.
They
And
have nothing. Yeah, they're
just stupid.
they're goldfish. They
Yeah.
wake up in the morning and they're like, "Oh, look at that, a castle."
Just the dumbest people on the planet,
Okay.
kids, so they can do that, and in turn can drive you crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what he did.
Okay.
He really wore us down
Okay.
to the point where I'm trying to find the actual link. I can't find the actual link that I had sent, but
And this was recommended by brother Robert.
yes,
Oh boy.
yeah, but it was
Did he listen to the episode from last week?
Oh, there's no evidence of that.
Okay.
So he said that. I forwarded it along to Katie, and I was planning on leaving it 100% alone from there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Send it along. See, if it gets like a thumb up, I'll know like, okay, it's dead in the water. Right? Because
either that or it's like, okay, we'll revisit this as his birthday gets closer or something like that.
Right.
Because you don't really have there's nothing big coming up between now and his birthday.
Nothing
that you would have a reason.
Right. Nothing to justify it. Right. Like, because not that it needs justifying, but, it's a big enough purchase, and it shouldn't just be for thanks for coming home today from daycare that we also paid for.
Yeah.
I did just forward it to you on social media,
let's
Steve.
See. Let's see.
So this conversation went on for about a day and a half.
I don't know what's going on with Facebook Messenger, but it's like not syncing between my phone and my computer.
Yeah.
So I tried to open it on my computer, and I just clicked on the last thing that was sent, and it was the Tony Soprano sandwich that I sent you a few days ago.
The gabagool,
provolone, and vinegar peppers. So I clicked on that, and I'm like, wait, I don't know if Kyle knows that this is not a bike. This is a fat guy sandwich.
Outside of the quite literal Sopranos podcast, there's not two people talking talking Sopranos more than you and I currently.
No, maybe currently because Vincent Pastore played Big Pussy.
Yes.
Just announced yesterday he passed away at the age of 80. Very disappointed.
It's a sad that yes. Again, you and I not realizing he was 80, but it's though.
But of course he was 80 because that show is now 25 years old.
Yeah, debuted in 1989, I believe.
Yeah. Okay, so close to 30 years old.
Yeah, 95 to 08, but Pastore was only on the show through 2001, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So,
I think he was killed in season 3.
Was it season 3?
Season 2 or 3.
So, I'm content leaving this on her doorstep.
Mm-hmm.
And then she says, well, should we?
Okay, so I'm seeing that it was sold. Is it because it was sold to you, or did you go and just find the same brand or same model?
No, Steve, it was sold to us.
Sold to you. You didn't pay that asking price, did you?
We paid asking price.
Okay. Come on. Have you learned nothing from me? Nothing at all.
You know what? In looking back at it now, my biggest mistake is not every time I'm looking to buy something, calling you in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can be the negotiator
because
I'll be your broker.
I don't know what I could have saved here, but
I mean, the obvious is, do you mind talking about the price?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So it was listed at $200. So you paid $200. I mean, at $200, the obvious offer is,
I would say $175,
$150.
You think $150?
$150, and then you settle at $175.
I think that's the logical endpoint. Yeah. But
you know what I found out? That the line that always works the best for me is, meet me in the middle at. And now sometimes I'll do like the handshake emoji. It lets them know that like I'm a cool guy.
Right? Hey,
I'm reasonable.
So I think there would have been a little negotiation had Katie was aware this place is a business.
Oh, okay.
So it is, but a business in the sense that what you and Annette were running out of the basement is a business. Yeah. They just have a storefront.
Okay, so
that does it.
Let's see where. Okay,
haven't
dealt with them before.
It's we bought something, a trampoline from them like 3 years ago as well. So the bike's in the house, and I don't think I want it.
Really?
I'm very nervous, Steve.
You think he's gonna?
I want to ask you something on the parenting side of things because, as we all know, you are 2 times the father that I am.
Twice,
because you've had 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
So we were out this last week. I shouldn't even say out. Reed was asking to go out with some friends in the neighborhood. Some of those parents had mentioned, "Hey, we're going across the street, which is the big street by our house."
Yeah.
It's a church parking lot, but over the years, some kids or maybe adults have kind of carved like a very, very small like path through a tiny piece of dirt, and they call it like the dirt bike track or the bike track.
Yeah.
Okay. But really, they just want to go zip in a massive empty parking lot.
Speaking my language.
On their bikes. And see, that sounds great. We dinner, we can go over there, we can play for a little bit. And then, so I went with them because I always do that type of stuff. And I quickly realized I was an odd man out, as there were 3 mothers and me.
Oh, but that makes you look like Father of the Year.
You think so? I think it makes me look like a nosy doofus.
No, I love when I show up to something and I'm the only father there.
I'll post it on the poll. What is Kyle, Father of the Year, or the nosy doofus?
I love it when I'm the only father.
To me, it just seemed, and granted, the other fathers / husbands have jobs. There's other kids at all of these houses, so I get it. This is all I had to do.
Well, if their children's life was more important to those other fathers, they'd be there.
Hey, you don't have to tell me twice.
Exactly.
You heard it here. I'm Father of the Year.
Yeah, or the nosy doofus.
Again, it's a coin toss.
I wonder how that poll's going to end up.
Boy, 50-50, fingers crossed. So I went across, and Katie and I noticed something there, and I don't know if I'm getting a little too loosey-goosey on the parenting thing. But then I look at the way some other people may parent, and it feels prohibitive to living your life to me. And I don't know if you've encountered this. Every kid does things at different ages and gets more comfortable with things at different ages. But recently we got Reed a watch that just gives us his location, as he is shown to be a kid, much like you and I probably were when we were kids, to just go around the neighborhood and knock on doors and say, "Can you play?" Yeah.
There's like 3 or 4 houses that all have kids, and it's like they kind of move back and forth like a swarm of bees.
Yeah. So we're there watching all of this unfold with a bunch of kids, and again, a totally empty parking lot. And there's some younger kids that have a power wheel, kids Reed's age that are all on their bikes, and then me and Katie and a couple other parents. And these other parents, I feel like they're simply refusing to allow themselves to like let their shoulders decompress for even a moment.
So they're being like helicopter parents.
It's a bit of helicopter, but mostly it's slow down, don't go over there, don't do that, watch out. And again, this is a 100% empty park. I watched Reed ride his bike down a ditch and fall off it. Okay, in the exact same parking lot. And we leave there, and I have 2 thoughts. One, I go, boy, it's a bit helicopter-y for me. But then the other thought is, have we raised a wild boar?
Am I not being helicopter-y enough?
Right.
Yeah, I think that's totally normal. I struggle with that stuff all the time too. I think Annette struggles with it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because she was the super cautious kid.
Sure.
Who was like, afraid to ride her bike down the driveway without helmet, knee pads, elbow pads, like a bubble wrap suit.
Yes.
And I was like the complete opposite end of that spectrum. So yeah, you struggle trying to figure out, okay, where are me and Annette going to meet on this?
Yeah.
And then how are we going to transfer that to our kids? Because it's like you want to let them be kids. You want to let them figure out what their limits are, but you don't want to see your kid get hurt. So if you see him doing something dangerous, you're like, you want to step in. But
you and I
totally relatable.
You and I are what the boomers will like repost memes about. Back when we were kids, no phones, no this, no that.
Streetlights told us when it was dinner time, and we rode our bikes in the woods.
Yeah, they also haven't, posted like abduction statistics in the last 40 years either. But I left there with those 2 thoughts, and trying to reconcile that. Like, should we be a little snugger on restrictions, but he's our only son, and like this is it. I want him to be, I like him being confident enough to be the kid who, hey, I want to ride around the neighborhood and go knock on 3 of my friends' doors and see if we can play together. I want that to be normal for him. I don't want him to be a sheltered doofus who's like terrified of life in public, right?
Well, yeah, and you also have to look at it. All of the things that you're afraid of now that seem like they're the new problems, like they were all around in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. It's just you didn't hear about it on social media every day.
Right. It's like now trying to merge the two fears of, well, okay, 50 years ago it was, hey, kid, want some candy? Hop in the car. But now it's the alternative is he's on a tablet or something, and it's, hey, kid, want to, meet me here or whatever via a video game or whatever, right? Like, it's just ease of access at this point. The internet is the exact same issue that was years ago. And I'm not meaning to, like, conflate those two, but I think you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So when a couple of months ago, when his friend that he goes to his birthday party gets this dirt bike on the smaller scale, the one I sent you, what is it listed at, Steve? Is it the MX? I apologize, I forget what the
350.
350. Yeah. His friend got the MX 125.
Oh, well, that means Reed is nearly 3 times better than his friend.
Which the 125 has a max speed of, I want to say, 5.
Oh.
5 or 6. So, like, similar to what his current scooter is.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking it up right here. It's actually labeled Dorkmobile Junior. So it's not even Dorkmobile status.
Oh, God. I feel so bad for... Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Max is at 8.
Sorry, man. But if you're not getting double digits... I don't want to see Reed on something unless that thing does 70.
Okay, so a motor vehicle. That's what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, unless it's endorsed by Travis Pastrana.
Yes.
It's not good enough.
Unless it's like a mandatory chest plate. Right. It doesn't matter for a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
So he got that, and Reed has gone over to his house plenty of times since then and ridden it for short periods of time and enjoyed it. But Reed has something that can currently go 6 or 8 miles an hour, his scooter and whatever.
You got to upgrade. You can't make lateral move. You got to go up.
Yeah.
You got to go up. And with things like this, the only way to go up is by bumping up that speed. At least double. So I'd like to see triple.
So this MX 350 that is now in our basement goes up to 15 miles per hour.
Yes, there we go.
And it has... So here's my question to you, though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Reed knows that, right? And I don't know why he would. He's not Googling specs.
No, he's going to look at it and say, that's blue and black and silver. Yep. Those are my favorite colors.
Yep. And then he's going to want to ride it. Mm-hmm. So my question to you, there is a button or a switch that needs tools to get to.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That can turn this thing's max speed down to 10. Do you do that?
It's adorable. Isn't that cute?
So you think that's a good idea?
I think that's one of the worst ideas I've ever heard of, Kyle. You want your kid to go as fast as possible for as long as possible. You deal with the consequences later.
The consequences being broken bones.
He's going to be fine.
Brain damage.
He's going to be fine. Back in my day, did I ever tell you?
Yeah, no, there it is.
We used to not come home until the street lights came on.
I used to get pulled on my bike by a tow strap behind a car. Okay,
we used to jump the gorge down the street.
My friend Lenny's uncle was cool. And he'd let us hang on to the strap behind his Buick.
Yeah, he also gave us cigarettes and booze.
Showed us our first Playboy.
Yep. So, you know where I stand on this.
So you have two kids.
Mm-hmm.
One is, Evelyn is 7, right?
She'll be 7.
She'll be 7.
Should be 7 in about a little over a month.
And Nikki B is 4.
4.
Are these items... Because, listen, you were a dirt kid growing up, you said. Dirt bike kid. Sorry. I missed the word dirt bike. Like,
right.
You liked dirt biking.
Yeah,
and like a BMX bike.
I would have loved to have been a dirt bike kid, as you pointed out last week, because I was I think, scumbags.
Oh, there's no evidence of me saying that.
Scumbag. It literally played 20 minutes ago in this intro.
I mean, there's a lot of context, and I think you're misconstruing what was actually said.
Right.
But
everybody, if you're listening, just pause right now, go back 20 minutes, play it again, and jump ahead 20 minutes, and we're back.
Yeah, we've got a big production crew. I mean, that could have been anybody behind the scenes, behind the glass over there, chiming in. I mean, you were a BMX kid, but you'd said last week that you never had a dirt bike when you were a kid.
Always wanted one.
But that seems up your alley that now you may have, because, again, these were things that were foreign concepts to me 30 years ago. One, cost-wise.
Yeah.
The cost of these things 30 years ago were through the roof compared to what we've done to them
remember
today.
I wanted a Power Wheels, and it was like $600 back then.
Insane. So now that you have, if it were something you were interested in and you saw either Nikki B or Evelyn say, boy, that sounds fun, having the capability to do that financially and, is that something you would consider?
Absolutely.
You would.
In the last week, I think I texted you a few days ago saying, boy, my algorithm has really been taken over by electric dirt bikes.
Yeah, you found those 2 adult dirt bikes.
The 2-pack, yeah.
The 2-pack that we talked about in the podcast last week, and you have been inundated since.
That's all I'm seeing now. And crazy coincidence, the kids were out riding their bikes the other night with the couple of kids across the street.
Yeah.
And the dad from across the street, we were just BSing for a few minutes. And he said, out of nowhere, he said, you know anything about e-bikes? I said, well, actually.
You're not going to believe this.
He's like, yeah, I'm really thinking about getting an e-bike. And I was like, dude, me too. I can't stop thinking about it.
But was he thinking of like a nice adult one? Or
I think so. Yeah. He's thinking about, going out for a Sunday ride through the neighborhood. I don't know if he was really on board when I started pulling up pictures of like the 2-pack of dirt bikes that we're going to buy, obviously.
By the way, that has all the makings of a guy just making casual passing by conversation and just getting the unluckiest straw.
I know. Yeah, he's thinking, what topic can I bring up that will get a type of response?
Can't wait to see you zipping around the block, and then a wave and they all move on or whatever. But what he didn't expect was his neighbor to bust out his phone.
Yeah, and my pro and con spreadsheet between 8 different models of dirt bikes.
So anyway, I'm thinking of the cruiser, but you never know. 30 minutes later, he gets to go in his house and remind his wife, hey, next time, make sure I don't go out there when he's out there.
Light a fire in the house so I can say, I gotta go, there's a fire.
Do you think either you are the guy or there is someone in your block or area who has said about you or anybody, like, oh, if you see them out, let me know so I'm not out there?
Oh, God, that would break my heart.
Oh, God, I have that. Well, I have that with everybody. But so it's impossible. I just go out and I just look at the ground so I don't have to make eye contact.
Oh, man, that would really...
Would that ruin...
I'd be pretty disappointed if I found out that I was the guy that people tried to avoid.
I'll post it on
I'm sure it's has to have happened.
I'll post it on the poll. Would finding out your neighbors avoiding you ruin you? I can't.
That would be a tough pill to swallow for me.
I can't think of anything better because I am still in internal conflict on this very podcast about bringing up the biggie that I brought to you. I think I mentioned it to you off air.
Yeah.
About a neighbor. And I don't know if I want to do it yet. Because it's a relatively...
Wait, this is the one with...
It was the one right across the street that I told you about, that I was about to recruit you.
It was somewhat boat-related?
Well, it wasn't boat-related, but I'm thinking of making it boat-related.
Making it boat-related, yeah.
Oh, boy. I can't decide if I want to burn that bridge. I need some time to think about... Well, it's not even a bridge. There's no bridge there. Right. I can't decide if I want to bring it out for public consumption yet.
I mean, that is... 100% up to you, obviously.
But
anyway,
I'm going to wait right now. Yep.
So, we digress.
So I have this. I have the dirt bike in the basement, and you're thinking that I can't lower the speed. Is that what you're telling me?
What were the stats again? You can take it from what to what?
The putting it on the low speed mode would max it at 10.
High speed is...
I believe it's about 15.
I mean, what's really the difference between 10 and 15?
5.
Some may say that.
Steve, I think I have some reason to be concerned.
Oh, boy.
That I needed to ask you if I'm out of the loop on something.
Okay.
Because I saw yesterday, kind of secondhand, that some audio-related equipment was sold on the local marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of awaiting after that a text being like, hey, about tomorrow, we're off. And the week after. And for the foreseeable future.
Okay.
I thought maybe you were canceling the podcast and not letting me know.
Oh, no. Why would I?
Well, you sold podcast equipment and cables and microphones, so...
That's true. Yeah.
But that then, when I didn't get that text, I started to think, are you back in the game?
In the marketplace game?
The marketplace and the pallet game.
Kyle, I never left the marketplace game. That's a stupid question for a stupid person to ask.
But
no offense. Gotcha.
Yeah, if that guy's here, he's going to be very perturbed, that stupid guy.
Big old dummy.
Yeah, walking around, probably a finger in his ear.
Bucket on his foot.
Yeah, bucket on his foot, and his other foot keeps stubbing his toe on everything around him.
You're talking about me?
Microphones? Eat them. Because now he's Cookie Monster.
Right.
And Bobcat Goldthwait.
And Bobcat combined into one. Yeah, Cookie Cat.
But I realized then that I hadn't asked you we haven't talked in a very, very long time about the pallet service that you and Annette had undertaken a few times.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm glad you asked, Kyle. Let me open up my spreadsheet, my pallet spreadsheet. Okay, got it open right now.
Well, you gave me a quick behind the scenes that reminded me, this is like 3 or 4 weeks ago, that reminded me I hadn't talked to you about this in a long time because you, for some reason, we walked into the room where you used to store that junk. And it was empty and clean.
Yeah, pretty empty.
And I know that you, based on your experience with selling 2 pallets?
3.
See, and that's like, we never talked about pallet 3.0.
Never talked about it.
After having sold even 1 pallet, you were, I think, probably able to deduce there was going to be some stragglers. Stuff.
Yeah.
So I figured over 2 to 3 pallets worth of stuff, you'd have had some leftover extra garbage, right? But this room was totally clean.
It wasn't, surprisingly, there was not a lot of stuff left over. But maybe a month ago, I did make a trip to Goodwill to drop off some stuff that had just never been, never been sold, but like never even asked about.
Yep.
So.
Because, and I think you probably saw a lot of these items when they first came off the pallet. Mm-hmm. Probably told yourself, or even Annette said, boy, this isn't going to sell. But you just paid for it. Worst case, you throw it up there. It doesn't sell after, 2 calendar years. And then you bring it to Goodwill. So let me ask you, are you, I guess, simultaneously in the game or out of the game because you're selling podcast stuff? So are you just like kind of house cleaning, or are you getting back in the pallet game?
Well, that podcast stuff, I just had this box, kind of like the box that everyone jokes about where you have all the random cables from every piece of electronics you've ever owned in one box. But a lot of it was just old microphones, mic cables, audio splitters, little, doodads and trinkets that at one point we used for the podcast that don't use anymore. So I finally just said, let's get rid of this, put it all in a box, posted it, and it was listed for months and months. And I finally had somebody who messaged me yesterday morning. They said, hey, I live in your town. I can come pick this up today. And I said, beautiful. Threw it out on the front porch. Guy showed up, picked it up, hit me on the Cash App, actually paid me $10 more than what I had it listed for.
Why?
I don't know, but I did the honest thing. I said, hey, man, you overpaid me. I refunded him $10. And he said, oh, no problem. That you didn't have to do that. It's easily worth that. And I said, nope, a deal is a deal.
See, okay. It was podcast money.
I know. I've been out of the game for a little while. I feel like an idiot. Yeah. Do you think I should send a request for that?
I think you should. I think you should ask for a refund. Did you also, after selling podcast equipment or audio related equipment, now you're in the industry, I believe, we're industry adjacent, and then we do this on the podcast. Did you look up the person you sold the stuff to see if he's like plugging a podcast on his own social media?
I didn't. I could go back and look it up if you really want me to.
I'd be interested enough because in like 6 months I'd like to talk to those people and be like, hey, how long does that stuff last you?
How's it working out?
Yeah. And also, are you still doing the podcast? Because that's the way most of them go.
Yeah.
It is a big idea, usually stupid. And then about 6 to 8 episodes, and then realizing it's not as enjoyable as I thought it would be, or other reasons that I'm just not enjoying it.
Yeah, but try 528 episodes.
Counting down to that day we can outlast the Eddie Fitz. And we just sink into Lake Superior like that without so much a word.
Yep.
So you underwent Palette 3.0, so I don't want to get too far from that before like getting a summarized recap of how Palette 3, because Palette 1 and 2 for you, profitable.
Palette 1 and 2, yeah, they were both profitable.
You made money. Now, granted, it's impossible to counter the time you took to do it, to prep the stuff, to organize it, to take pictures and post it, whatever.
Wow, Palette 3 purchase. Okay, I'm pulling up the timeline here. We bought that 2 days before Halloween last year.
Oh wow, boy, yeah. So I had not brought this up to you. It's been at least 10 months since we've talked about this.
$588 that baby cost us.
Sheesh. Oh, now compared to your first two, how much did your first two pallets cost you?
I think they were $700, $750.
And the first two pallets were both from different vendors, or I mean the same company, but like one was an Amazon pallet and one was a Target pallet or Walmart.
Walmart, yeah. I think we did 2 Walmart pallets.
And then, so did you go, different company or different outlet for the third pallet?
To be honest, I don't remember.
Same place you went to though?
Yeah, I mean we bought them from the same distributor.
Now, did you go around like poking the saran wrap in the boxes to see if you could check anything valuable?
You big dummy. You are not allowed to touch the pallets before you buy them. It's like that show Storage Wars. They open up the door and you can peer in. You can't start poking around. What are you, an idiot?
I apologize.
Come on, man.
Are you an idiot if you poke the pallets? I'll post it on the pool. Are you an
idiot pallet poker? Come on. Get out of here with that crazy stuff.
So you got Palette 3.0 10 months ago. I never got your initial any reaction. So please run us through what you thought. How'd it go? I have a guess at how it went based on our lack of communication about it, but I'll hold that until the end.
Okay. I'm actually, let's see. I'm pulling up my numbers right now. I'm crunching them. I need your help with these spreadsheets. I don't have conditional numbering or conditional.
You don't? You big doofus. My kid was nearly riding around on a dorkmobile. and you're the biggest doofus of the day? Because this guy over here, you guys see him? He doesn't even have conditional formatting on his cells. Unbelievable. Yeah, I can help you out with that. I'll give you the quick rundown on Google Sheets.
Okay, I can tell you that Palette 3 was the least profitable of the purchases.
That was not my guess. It was either going to be you deemed not worth it because it's been a while since you initially bought that. So was there any big tickets? Any waste on this pallet that you're like, oh no, there's boxes, like the time you guys bought boxes of year-old journals or something, or calendars, right?
Yeah, it was it was like day planners.
From the year prior, and some old biddy decided, I don't care, I'll just cross them out.
I mean, we did have some big tickets here. I'm looking back, we sold a comforter for $80, another comforter for $65. We had a large wreath for $25, a wardrobe for $25. Like we had some big stuff. Oh, bar stools. We sold these bar stools brand new for $140.
Okay. So I mean, just off of those items.
But this pallet, it was the same size, but it was a lot of bigger items.
Okay.
So less quantity, but I guess more quality.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean it with less quantity you have less opportunities to sell. But yeah, so we I feel like that one had 3 different comforters on it that we sold for like $60, $60, $75.
Just off of those few items you mentioned, I'm already seeing the final sell on this Google Sheet is green.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it was, like I said, it was profitable, but the least profitable.
Where are you today? Because you cleared out the room.
Mm-hmm.
Kids are me and your kids were just talking about when they're going back to school.
Yeah.
Are you officially in or officially out from the pallet game?
I think we're still officially in.
10 months is a long time. Now this has been, but it's also been 3 years. So on average, I would say maybe 3 to 4 years, but on average about one a year.
No, the first one was last year.
Really?
We did February of last year.
Which I believe we still have the video of when you bought us, or when the podcast purchased 2 mystery boxes.
Yeah. Wow, we were on a roll. We did February, and then 6 weeks later, we did pallet 2.
God, I'm already thinking February to 6 weeks later. I'm already having secondhand reverse anxiety about how much was probably still there from pallet 1. And then the idea of going to add to that pile. Yeah. I'm thinking, oh God, we're just going to end up with a mountain
but
of
we didn't.
Stuff.
I mean, we're 3 pallets in, and I mean, there's a small tote in the storage room that has pretty much everything in it, other than a couple of larger items like some pillows. I think we have, but yeah, we haven't turned into hoarders, which is nice.
That is nice, because I think a fear with a lot of people who do this, I don't think either of you have that idea or mentality. You guys are pretty frequent, like, hey, kids are done with this or whatever. Let's get it out of here, even for a few bucks or to the trash. That's the best feeling in the world.
Yesterday, Annette posted the double stroller, like the double wide stroller.
That's a big one gone.
I am so happy I don't have to stare at that thing in the garage anymore. And it was sold for like $130 or something.
And it's so big.
It's massive.
Like the space. You're like, what do I do with all this room now?
It's massive. It's impossible to fold up. It's even harder to fit into a vehicle. Even a vehicle that has a big storage space, it's impossible to fit in, and it is gone. And I couldn't be happier.
Today, are there any plans? Has it been discussed, even passing, like, oh yeah, we should go do that, to add to the pallet industry here at the Steve House?
I think we're going to do it again. We haven't necessarily, we haven't explicitly discussed, hey, next week, let's go and get one, but it's the time of year. It is. You know, it's getting to be that time of year. I think that when we bought the one in October of last year, we knew that was going to be the last one for 2025 because of the holidays coming up. Mm-hmm. You're just super busy. Then we get past the holidays and it's like, well, nobody's buying anything now because everyone's broke. It's that January, like, oh God, look what I spent on gifts. And then I think we had planned to do one in the spring and it just never came to fruition. But
and then you went the whole summer.
Yeah, then we went the whole summer where we didn't.
But you're busy, right? You guys, you did the big Disney vacation. You've done, you've been on the road, a lot of stuff going on. So that's understandable. Mm-hmm. But like you said, 'tis the season.
'Tis the season.
So now let's get to the bones of the operation.
Now's the time to buy one too, because especially if it comes with a lot of
oh my God, decorations,
back to school type stuff. Decorations.
You know there's going to be like a candy cane light or something in there that in 3 months is going to sell for $8 to $12.
Put that in the winter collection.
Now let's get to the real meat and potatoes here, Steve.
Yeah, you want to talk numbers?
No, I want to see how this podcast can get some skin in the game.
Okay.
How can we get financially invested in the Steve and Annette podcast or in the Steve and Annette pallet game?
Kyle, the offer has been made to you numerous times.
Yes, it has.
To come with us when we go through the warehouse full of garbage. I mean profitable items.
Of great things to sell.
Top-notch, top-tier items.
Now, I do believe I was close to going. There was something that was prohibiting me last minute from not coming with you guys last time. Was it the time before that you sent me some videos from there? Because that's when we were picking out boxes. So that was probably the first time.
The Steve and Kyle mystery boxes. What did we spent $95 on them? I wish I had conditional formatting set up.
It was below 100 for 2 boxes that we spent that we bought, and
I'm going through and adding it up as we speak.
For the first box, was we would have made our money back in maybe a few bucks, but that was the one with the women's jackets, like tweed,
the tweed dresses.
Yes,
yeah.
And I don't even know what of that sold or if it just got given away.
Yeah,
because you and I,
oh boy, maybe we didn't make our money back.
No, we did.
Did we?
Because we had Scrooge McDuck eyes.
Yes.
When I accused some toy candy company of trying to kill my kid.
Yeah.
And they gave us.
I need to factor that into this. To this sheet because I don't have that in there. The only thing that I have in here, I have like 8 or 10 things that we sold that add up to $63.
Oh yeah, no,
so
that was out of that. So $63 is just the first box. So that profited.
Yeah,
and that was before we even got to the warranty box that mine was of all one item that we made a ton of money on. I'm trying to scroll back through all of our PayPal transactions.
I'm going to need the exact date because I cannot add it to the spreadsheet unless it has.
That was a big ticket purchase or transfer, but that, and then I realized we all went to a concert in Boston. When would this have been? This would have been last summer, right?
Let's see.
How's $329.89 sound to you, Steve?
Ooh, love it.
Because I'm pretty positive that's what it was. It was $329.89 that we made off of those candies that were trying to murder my kid.
Right, the candy toys.
Per the email exchange I had with the rebate and the manufacturer. So I want in. I want this podcast to have some skin in the game, whether it's paying for half the pallet or buying our own pallet.
I think we need to buy our own pallet.
I would be down for that. But
I have to have 2 pallets of garbage here. No.
I want a pallet with fewer items. I don't want to do the one that probably will profit more.
Yeah.
With more items.
Yeah.
But that's so much extra nonsense to do with it. Like I don't want to unbox 30 spiral notebooks.
Now, this is a swing in the opposite direction from where you were, because originally you wanted to buy a pallet of DHL undeliverables, which is a pallet that stands anywhere from 5 to 6 feet tall. It's basically a huge cardboard box. Yeah. And in that pallet is anything that the logistics company DHL could not deliver. But it's just filled with envelopes. So there could be tax notifications or the deed for a property or literally anything.
If I know DHL, 80% of that dump bin are fraudulent Chinese, like you've been served paperwork that never even made it up to the hillside in rural Wyoming.
Yeah.
Because that's the only place DHL delivers. Mm-hmm. And we would lose our absolute butts on it.
Yeah.
But I can't help but wonder, what if we inherit some vacant land?
What if we get a diamond ring?
And what if somebody mailed an engagement ring via DHL from presumably another country?
Yeah.
I'm just saying
I'll tell you what. I'm in for the DHL undeliverables, but that pallet's going straight to your house.
Okay. So I'm in for any other pallet that's not the DHL undeliverables then. I'll tell you right now, if I had an ounce of room for it, I'd be happy to take it on.
How about, hear me out. We buy a pallet that maybe has one of those like Home Depot sheds on it that's all collapsed. So we buy the pallet, build the shed, put the pallet in the shed.
There it is. We're building storage for our new business. That's what entrepreneurs do. If you go on LinkedIn right now, there's some idiot using AI to generate some statement about how he's, building and, doing that within. And you're asleep at the wheel if you're not.
Yeah. All right. So you're in for a pallet purchase is what you're saying.
I'm not only in, but I think this is something we need to do to branch out the podcast business.
All right. When are we going? You just tell me when. When are you available?
It's probably something you should address with your wife, because I would think we could probably make it like a dual purpose trip, right? When
I can't fit 2 pallets in the back of the van.
We'll unpack the undeliverables into the back of my into the back of my Escape. I wouldn't mind if you guys just went to get yours and we could look at our options and figure it out there. And then if we came back another time to pick out whatever it is, Home Depot, doesn't matter. So I don't want to leave without getting into the nuts and bolts, though. Mm-hmm. You said it was the least profitable, but still profitable.
Yeah.
Throughout your 3 pallets, do you have a general range of profit you guys have made?
I can tell you an exact profit that we've made off of 3 pallets.
I'm just trying to give you an out. I don't want to put you on the spot on a podcast that, is heard from here to the end of the cul-de-sac.
Mm-hmm.
With, where you're talking dollars and cents. Just give me a general range for the podcast audience of where you are profit-wise through 3 pallets.
We are just shy of $2,000 profit.
That's a good return.
That's a pretty good return.
That's higher than I thought.
Some would say, I don't know, you got all that time invested into posting stuff, and taking pictures and everything. That, to me, that's free time.
Sure. It's your time at home. Yeah.
It's not like that time would be spent, like if I didn't have to take a bunch of pictures and post a bunch of marketplace items, it's not like I'd be out making money somehow.
Sure. You're not the LinkedIn bro we were just talking about with like, can't sleep, got to make money. Like,
no.
Tired brain don't make money. That's on a shirt.
A t-shirt, definitely.
Tired brain don't make money.
Yeah. StephenKyle.com.
Yeah. And then,
which we don't own anymore.
That's another thing we need to talk about quickly. Because that's a good idea. I'm happy to pay for that at this point.
Yeah.
Somebody years ago, and I do feel really terrible about not remembering who did this, because it was an email chain or a message thread from, at this point, close to a decade ago. Mm-hmm. Somebody bought the rights or paid for the rights to StephenKyle.com for us.
Yeah.
At some point in it's recent, they have stopped paying for it, which is fine.
Which is totally fine, yeah.
But I would be happy to take that off your hands so we could pay for those hosting rights. And so if you are the person who did that, or you remember on this very podcast, I'm looking at you, Trevor, who has intimate knowledge of what we talked about probably 9 years ago, who paid for these website rights so I can reach out to them. I'd be happy to do it. Please let us know.
Sure.
Because right now it redirects to something called Science Core.
Oh, yes. That was
Pioneering human knowledge across the stars. Mm-hmm. And that can't be right.
That was our side project for a little bit.
We have been working in microbiology. Mm-hmm. But that is weird. 2026, StephenKyle.com, all rights reserved. There's subscriptions. And can I do a scientific inquiry?
Oh, yeah.
Full name, Steve and Kyle. Email. Okay, put their email there. While I type this as well, I wanted to mention something quick. I just retweeted from our social media accounts. I believe just Twitter. I'm trying to do it on Facebook as well. Old friend of the show, John Walzak.
Oh, yes. Missing on 9/11.
Yes, and I know you're not active on...
That was such a good podcast.
Wasn't it? If you haven't listened to John Walzak's podcast works, Missing on 9/11, Missing in Alaska, apologies for forgetting.
Scruffy Missing in the Neighborhood.
Scruffy Missing in the Neighborhood, and the Local Ice Cream Man. Is like all of John Walzak's projects. We talked to him twice now, I believe, over the years. A delightful guest to have on this podcast. An even better investigative journalist, has a new project that's looking to come out this fall.
Just has some of the most depressing content ever.
We got to have a talk with John again because one, about this project that he has coming up, and two, just about making sure he's okay.
Yes.
Because he listed a major announcement. Steve, I know you're not active, so this might be news to you. Major announcement. I have 32 new photos of 9/11 from a previously unknown camera found in the rubble of the World Trade Center.
Wow.
Using clues in each frame, I've worked to ID the photographer, and I'm directing a documentary, 32 frames, a 9/11 mystery.
Oh, I love it.
Set to release this year. And then the newest update, this is as of 3 days ago, so this is absolutely breaking news to you. And this is what I retweeted from our social medias if anybody has a few bucks to spare. Mm-hmm. Major announcement, I'm suing the FBI, which... By the way, not many 4-word combos that would strike fear in me as an individual more than that. Man. I'm suing the FBI for 9/11 World Trade Center photos taken high in one of the towers above a point of impact, and I need your help. So
taken on 9/11 before the towers collapsed. There are photos
from inside the tower above where the planes crashed.
Which, I mean, that's got to be a pretty rare. I mean, if that was 2025, 2026, there'd be thousands of pictures. Yes. But this is 2001, nobody had phones with cameras, or if they did, it's, you know, the most pixelated thing in the world. So unless you actually had a actual camera or a disposable camera or something.
It seems like a unicorn that these are things that actually existed. So in that thread that I retweeted is a link to his GoFundMe where he is trying to get the funds, because for FOIA requests like this, you need proper amount of funds to pay for those documents whenever and if they find them, and for the labor of them searching for them. So I retweeted that from there if you have a few bucks to kick John Walzak's way. But 32 Frames will be released on Friday, September 4, 2026 via Apple, Amazon, and YouTube, where he'll share 32 new up-close photos of 9/11 taken by a mystery photographer whose camera was found in the rubble of the World Trade Center. And in typical John Walzak fashion, he tries to find the people in the photos.
And knowing John Walzak, he probably will find those people.
Probably. And then probably somehow still be left unfulfilled and slightly like, well, there's still an overarching mystery that I'll probably never be able to get to, and that'll haunt me to my grave.
Is he going to do one about like the fake moon landing conspiracy? Is he going to go to the moon to check?
Put that on the list, because I'm going to reach out to John. So hopefully we can get John on before this debuts. 32 Frames coming out in about 6 weeks. But if you have a few bucks to kick in to help John Walzak, again, sue the FBI. That link is on our social media at Steve and Kyle, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Blue Sky. You let me know, Steve, when Palette 4.0 is happening.
Okay. All right.
I've got an abundance of free time this week. For the first time in my parenting life.
Okay.
We are without child for more than a night or 2 nights.
Okay.
We are home while our son is in.
Tomorrow?
What are you doing around noon today?
I don't think they're open today. It's a Sunday we're recording. Yeah. I can check the schedule. I'll check the current prices. And if you're in, we can at least go and peruse. But we'll bring the manch just in case. Just in case we get a wild hair.
We're manch riding out for DHL undeliverables.
Where are we getting this money? Do we have enough money in the...
Nah.
So we're going out of pocket for this.
Some of it. But that's okay, because you know what we're going to do. Right? We're going to profit.
Yeah. Reinvest back into the podcast.
Right?
I mean, we got, I don't even know if I told you, I made $40 yesterday off of that old podcast.
You did?
Gear.
Congratulations.
Already been transferred.
Oh, it's in the podcast fund. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. So I found a different place, Steve. Amazon Monsters, price $600 to $725.
Amazon Monsters. I've bought an Amazon Monster from time to time.
Don't care about that. Went to DHL undeliverables, overstock, returns. Okay. Boy, I'm in. I am in,
Wait,
Steve.
You said your son's gone for the week.
Yeah.
But you were also saying you didn't really have the storage room at your house.
Yeah.
How about his bedroom? He's not there.
Whoo, you big dummy. I can't sit on my hands, so I decided to renovate his entire bedroom. So our house is a total train wreck.
Way to really take advantage of a couple free days.
Yeah, it's you want kids' furniture all over your house while you paint a bedroom? Come to my house. Nowhere to sit? You'll be welcomed here.
All right. Well, we're going to have to discuss this off the air.
Palette 4.0, Palette 1.0 for the podcast.
That's
maybe
right.
Coming soon.
All right, at Steve and Kyle, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky. Maybe if we pick up a palette, we'll post a few pictures.
Yes.
Make dibs on, you can call dibs on certain items that you see, because we're only buying the nicest stuff.
No, yeah. If you think you're getting knockoff garbage, you go to Steve and Annette's palette liquidation, not Steve and Kyle's palette liquidation.
All right, we'll talk to you next week. See ya.